a haul today of everything I've gotten over the past month and a half or so. I haven't really done a haul of like prints and English manga because I've just been getting pre-orders and prints. So apart from my buy orders, I haven't gotten a lot of new manga in. But today I do have 2 packages from RightStuf Anime and 1 from Books A Million, as well as a few pre-orders that I've gotten over the past several weeks that I just opened as soon as I got them. And then I'm also going to share some of the prints that I've gotten recently. If you follow me on Instagram, you maybe have already seen when I unboxed these, because my last couple of print orders I did unbox live on Instagram. And all of these ones were in my collection video already on my shelves. But I'll just go through them because I haven't shown them in any of my haul videos yet. So I'll go through all of these and then I'll get into these new boxes. Okay, first I have Rainbow Days Volume 2. This is a shoujo slice of life comedy romance series and I really like it. It is a pretty new English release. Even though it is completed in Japan at 16 volumes, we just got Volume 2. But this is a series that I really like, and I'm super happy that it got an English license and looking forward to the next volumes as they come out. Next, I got Snow White with the Red Hair, Volume 23. This is an ongoing adventure romance shoujo series, and I really like it. I really like the section of the story that it's in right now. I have read ahead in the fan translations, so I'm a few volumes ahead, and so I am really looking forward to the volume 24 and 25 releases because this section of this story is really exciting and it features 2 of my favorite characters. Snow White with the Red Hair. It's ongoing and in the 20s, already in Japan, like to volume 26 or something. So I really don't know how long this series is going to be, but it is one that I really like, so happy to have this one. And next, Something's Wrong with Us, Volume 13. I love this series. It's a drama, romance, josei series. And the main story ends at volume 16, so we're almost there, just 3 more volumes after this one to complete the main series, and then there will be an additional 3 volumes of side stories. But this is a series that almost always leaves off on a cliffhanger. There's a lot of drama. I'm super, super invested in finding out all of the loose ends that we haven't quite figured out yet. I'm really invested in their romance, and I did read this one the day that I got it, so already looking forward to volume 14. But for this one, as well as these 2, I didn't really go deep into the premise for them because I did just read all of them last month, and so in my last reading log video for February, I did talk a bit about them and what I thought of them. Actually, volume 13, I just read last week, so that will be in my March reading log, actually. But all just pre-orders that I'm continuing to get in from ongoing series that I'm collecting. And the last one that I've gotten in the past couple weeks is Tokyo Revengers. So Tokyo Revengers, this is the 4th omnibus, so volumes 7 and 8. And I actually haven't read this one. The other omnibus volumes, I read them as soon as I got them. But when I did get this one, I was already in the middle of a few buddy reads, and I had a few things on my immediate TBR that I was trying to get through. So I decided to wait until I get the next omnibus, and then I'll just go ahead and probably reread some of the 3rd omnibus and then read through the 4th and 5th omnibus volumes. but I believe I've said this in every haul video for Tokyo Revengers omnibus volumes that I've gotten. But I'm just so happy with how they turned out. The omnibus volumes are so nice. I'm so happy that we have an English release of Tokyo Revengers, because I know it was releasing digitally, but it just didn't have a physical release yet, so really happy about that. One thing I did notice with my 4th omnibus volume is that the cover and like the back is really smooth and glossy. Like you can still like kind of see, maybe you can't see, maybe you can. So it's still a little glossy and there's a little bit of texture for the title and like the writing on the back. But just the cover in general is really glossy and smooth compared to the first 3 omnibus volumes have more texture on them. So I'm not sure if it's just a batch they did that ended up like this, or if moving forward all the omnibus volumes are going to be more glossy and smooth, but it's not that big of a deal. It's just something that I noticed. But ever since I got the first omnibus volume and it came with the white pages, every time I get one of these in the mail, I'm always a little anxious until I can pull it out and look. But ever since I swapped out my first volume for another copy that had the regular manga paper, all the rest of my omnibus volumes have come with the normal manga paper. So I just hope the rest of them will continue to be consistent, just because I really like when all of my manga in a series can match as far as quality. So really excited to have this one. So for volume 7 and 8, the omnibus has Baji on the cover. And then the other volume cover was Kazutora. So that's the first illustration here on the inside. But really looking forward to reading this soon when I get the next omnibus volume. Okay, and then before I get into these new packages, I do have 2 print orders that I wanted to share, as well as a gift that I got from a friend. I wanted to share some of the things that she gifted me because I love them. I'm super happy to have them now. So she sent a little care package and it included sweets and stickers and a notebook, but I'll just share some of the official items and the prints that she sent because I just want to share them. But so 2 of the prints that she sent me. This first one here is from Sugar Mints, and it's a fan art illustration from A Silent Voice. And it's super gorgeous. I have since gone and looked at some of their other illustrations, and I already have a few that I'm planning to get in a future purchase. But really happy to have this one. I really love this color scheme, and I did just read A Silent Voice recently, and I did like these 2 characters, so this was one print that I got recently. And then a print of Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen, and this is an illustration by, I believe, Miuchisu. Okay, I just had to double check, but yes, Miuchisu. And I love it. Gojo's my favorite character in Jujutsu Kaisen, and I just absolutely love how this artist just captured his features. And again, I don't own anything else by this artist, so I have since gone on their Instagram and found their print shop and already have a little wish list going of other illustrations that I would love to add to my collection. So really happy to have this one as well. And then she also gifted me an issue of Hana to Yume. And it's a 2018 issue. But it has Hawk and Yona on the cover and on the spine. I'm still trying to figure out how to display this on my shelves because it sticks out if I try to like put it in because of the risers that I have. But then if I prop it up, it kind of will block the volume. So I'm not sure yet, but this magazine does come with a drama CD and I haven't opened it yet. Kind of nervous about cutting it out, but it is one that I want to listen to. But because I am current on the chapters of Yona of the Dawn, I did flip to the chapter that was released in this issue, and it was kind of fun. It's kind of exciting to consume manga the way that it's released in Japan. But I won't flip through it just in case anyone is not to that point yet so that you won't see any spoilers. But I'm always saying that little extras for series that I like are always really special. Like especially art books and character books and just little extra things. And so I only recently started collecting magazines, and I'm probably not gonna really dive deep into collecting magazines, but like I said, for the series that I really like and the ones that are special to me, it's kind of just a special thing to have it. And so I really appreciated this really thoughtful gift. But then, in addition to these kind of official things, the magazine and the fan art, a couple other things were this Daytime Shooting Star sticker. This is an official release from an event in Japan, and she had an extra copy, so she gifted it to me because she is a huge Miki Yamamori fan, and I also really like Miki Yamamori's work, so happy to have that. As well as these 4 Ring Ha Polaroids. I love them so much. So this one is in the most recent art book, but it's so precious to have it as a Polaroid. But then these 3 are all just illustrations that the mangaka has released on Twitter. So I was just really happy that she was so thoughtful to print these for me because Ring Ha is my favorite character. But super, super happy to have these. I did share all of this in my recent collection video, but again, I just wanted to share them in a haul video. But again, just thank you, Summer, so much. I just really love all of this stuff. Okay, 2 more print hauls before I get into these. So the next one was 4 prints that I got from Sonia's Illustrations. So this was their shop card, kind of business card that was included. Put this here in case anyone needs to take a screenshot of it, but Sonia's Illustrations. I'll also put the artist's Instagram up on the screen as well. But from this artist, I got 4 prints. The first 2 are Aaron and Mikasa. I really love their art style and the way that they kind of capture the characters in their own style. I do regret only ordering these 2 from Attack on Titan, so if they open their shop again soon, I'm probably going to go through and order some more Attack on Titan character prints. But I really love these 2, and I'm really happy to have them. I was following them on Instagram before I knew that they had a print shop, just because they just have such a cute art style for characters that I like. So these 2, and then also Kyo from Fruits Basket and Shin-Ah from Yona of the Dawn. So I really, really love these. The Yona of the Dawn character prints, I also wanted to get more of them, but then I felt bad because they didn't have all of the characters available, so I didn't want to just get most of them, but not all of them. So Yona of the Dawn is another one that I might order more of the character prints for the other characters when they open their shop again. But just look at him. Shina's so precious. But Shina's my favorite character from Yona of the Dawn, so he is the priority whenever I'm collecting something from Yona of the Dawn. I have to get Shina. But then Kyo, I really love him too from Fruits Basket. I don't own any of the manga for Fruits Basket. I own 3 illustration books and the anime art book. But his expression, as soon as I saw it, I had to get it. And just like the others, there were a few other Fruits Basket characters that there were prints available for, but this was my first time ordering from this artist, so I was trying to not spend too much and trying to just play it safe with characters that I knew I wanted, but everything went really smoothly, and I love the way that these prints look, so like I said, when they open their shop again, I'm definitely gonna put in another order, but really, really happy to have these 4 in my collection now. And then the last print shop is EMW. I'll put this up here. Their Instagram. And this is like their business card, little freebie card they gave from the artist webtoon that has been releasing up to chapter 3 right now, I believe. So 2 original characters. Love that. And I got 3 prints from this artist. So one is Spirited Away. So Spirited Away is my favorite Ghibli film. So they did an illustration of Chihiro and Haku, and there's a dragon in the background and the little soot spirits. And so when I saw this on their shop, I just had to get it. And I really like it. This is my second order I've made from EMW, and I really love the way that they draw their characters and just the fashion. So I was really happy that they did a Ghibli print and that it was for my favorite movie. But then also, the other 2 prints that I got from EMW were from Jujutsu Kaisen. So a print of Gojo and Nanami and a print of Toji. So I actually ordered these before I had even met Toji and before I had read any of the manga, and I had only watched a bit of the anime. But I really wanted to get them because I really love their character designs, and I'm super happy with these prints. The quality is just fantastic. I love their designs and their clothing and the way that they look. But since having gotten these, I have finished the anime and caught up on the manga, so I was a little worried I would regret getting Toji just because I hadn't met him and didn't know anything about him. I just knew that I liked his character design. But I don't regret it. I'm happy with it. And then, of course, this one of Gojo and Nanami is just gorgeous. I love it. So super happy with these ones as well. So again, EMW, Sonia's illustrations, Muchisu, and Sugar Mints. Okay, so moving on to the packages. So I'll get into this Books A Million one first. I think it's just a single volume pre-order that I ordered during the 3 for 2 sale. Okay, I just tried to open it and I thought this was the book and I freaked out because I thought it was like damaging the book. I'm so terrible at opening packages like this. Just gonna move these out of the way. Just to keep them safe. Okay, so I got volume 38 of Yona of the Dawn. This is a new release that I had pre-ordered. And evidently, I didn't realize until I saw some people posting about it on Instagram, but it looks like the volume 37, maybe 37 back cover, and then the 38 back cover connect to have a really sweet illustration of Hawk and Yona. So as soon as I finish filming this unboxing, I'm going to pull that volume down and align them and see how they look. But really excited to have this one, volume 38 of Yona of the Dawn. I have been following this series, the new chapters, as they've been releasing, so I am caught up on it, and the section that the story has been at lately is really interesting, really suspenseful, and gripping about what's going to happen. I do really, really like this series. It has a lot of characters in it that I really like, but then the story is really interesting. So this is an adventure shoujo series, but it does a really fantastic job just keeping the story interesting. But it also has really good comedy in it. It also has really tragic backstories, so this series just really makes me cry, makes me laugh, makes me happy and sad. So I know a lot of people have been picking up this series as the reprints have been happening, so I hope if you're missing any volumes that you're gonna be able to find them soon. But again, I just really love this series and highly recommend it. All right, and then I have 2 packages from RightStuf Anime. So I'll open them kind of off screen because I didn't fully cover my address and the tracking number. But these literally shipped on the same day, and I'm really surprised that they didn't ship them together. They sent them as 2 separate packages, but oh well, I'm just happy to have them. Okay, so this first package had a back-ordered omnibus volume that I've been waiting on for a little while. It hasn't been back-ordered that long, but High School Debut, the first omnibus, which contains volumes 1, 2, and 3. So now that I have this volume, or this omnibus volume, I now have this series complete in my collection. So this is 15 volumes total, so 5 omnibus volumes. And it's a comedy shoujo series, and it really is hilarious. I'm really excited to reread this. My husband knows how much I like this one, so he's actually really been looking forward to getting this first omnibus with the first 3 volumes so that he can get into it. But it's all about this girl here who, as she's getting into her first year of high school, wants to make a big high school debut, change her look, and try to get her first boyfriend, because in middle school she was more focused on sports and her friends than she was on finding a boyfriend and romance and fashion. So she meets this boy who's a year older than her, who is very popular, and all the girls are in love with him, and asks him for help and advice so that her high school debut can be successful. So really happy that I got this omnibus now, and it's in perfect condition, and I'm just happy to have this series now complete in my collection and to reread it. Okay, and then my last package So realizing I should have shown inside the box, but now that I've taken them all out, really happy with how they were all packaged in here, nice and tight and securely. So all of the books look like they're in very good condition, so I'm really happy about that. So I have volumes for 3 series. 1 is a new series and 2 that I've been collecting. So super, super happy to have volumes 12 and 15 of Kimi Todoke. I love, love, love this series. It's a shoujo high school romance. And last summer, I did start collecting this series. I was able to find a lot of volumes in stock, but then I also ordered quite a few missing volumes secondhand, and some of those volumes I did pay over retail price for, but then just recently they started reprinting this series, and now those hard-to-find volumes are readily available. It's kind of crazy because this volume 12 and 15, as new reprints, I was able to get them, but last summer they were so hard to find, and then the copies that I did find were being sold used, super yellowed, bad condition, like library copies for like over $100, just ridiculous prices. But now with these 2 volumes, my collection is complete. So Kimi Todoke is a 30-volume series. It's completed, and it's all about this girl here who is very shy and doesn't have friends at school, and it just follows her as she starts to make friends and has a boy that she likes, and just all of them navigating high school. But it does have a 2-season anime and a live-action drama. So if you're interested in this series, it is worth checking out, even if you just start with the anime to see if the premise and what the story is about will be for you. But really happy that now with this series being reprinted, that it's more readily available for everyone who wants to collect it. The next one is Sword Art Online Phantom Bullet, Volume 4, and this is the final volume in this arc. So I'm really happy to have this one. We do already own volumes 1 to 3, so now that we have the full series, I'm gonna read it soon. I've been holding off reading it because I wanted to wait until I had the whole series to be able to just binge read through it. But Phantom Bullet is actually my second favorite arc of Sword Art Online. My favorite arc is Aincrad, and they did do a reboot of Aincrad and titled it Re-Aincrad in Japan with newer art, with the newer art style. So if that one comes to English as well, we're going to pick that one up because that's the arc that we like the most is Aincrad, but then Phantom Bullet I'm really excited to read as well. But I know there are a lot of mixed feelings, like people usually either love Sword Art Online or they hate it, but we really love the anime for Sword Art Online, so we're fans, but happy to have this one. So now this 4-volume series is complete in our collection. And the new series that I'm adding to my collection with this haul is Kaiju number 8. So I just read this series in January on the Shonen Jump app, and they had through volume 9, or actually past volume 9, just of chapters that had already been released. And I really, really liked the story. I really loved the characters. And then after having read it, I was just super jealous seeing this series on other people's shelves and in their collections because I love the covers and I love how colorful the spines are. So I'm really excited. My husband and I have both already read this on the Shonen Jump app, but this is a series that I'm really looking forward to the next releases, the next covers too that are coming out I'm looking forward to. But this is one that I know I'll enjoy rereading, so I'll go through and show all the covers. So volume 1. And so the premise of this series, it's a shonen action series that follows people living in a time when big monsters or kaiju come into cities and attack people. So there's a defense squad that fights them, and then cleanup crews that go and clean up the mess after the kaiju have been eliminated. But even though this is a kind of action and battle series, all the characters are really likable. And since I have volume 1, I'll just kind of flip through the art style a little bit. But I really enjoyed my read of this. And even though it's like battle and action, it also is kind of a feel-good story. Just like as you see the developments. But volume 2. And I feel like the volume covers are a little confusing because they all have this big 8 on them. So it's like volume 8 and volume 8. No, volume 1 and volume 2. Volume 3. And then volumes 4 and 5. These are my 2 favorite characters. Trying not to have glare. Volumes 4 and 5. But I love how colorful all these volumes are, the covers and spines, but then I love the character designs and how they look. But Hoshina is my favorite character. And Gen. I just love them. They're so funny. But really excited to have these ones in my collection as well. But this is everything that I've gotten the past month and a half. So for most of February and halfway into March, all of my pre-orders, print orders, my most recent stuff that I've gotten. And this is excluding my orders that I've made from Japan, my buy hauls. I usually do those ones separately because they have so many just like random extra things. But I don't have a ton of new series that I'm planning to pick up. The next couple months, I feel like most of what I'm going to be receiving are just pre-orders of ongoing series that I already have in my collection. So I definitely will share those as I get them. And I did just put in another order for a new series that I'll be sharing in an upcoming haul video. But this is everything for February and halfway into March. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks for watching.